Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now we are back at it like we never left it. Well, we did leave it for a day or two, but
Gravy on the mic, pass the rolls, let's unite.
happy belated Thanksgiving, y'all, because you know this is going on Friday, but you know it's handled Thursday. But let's continue. You know, stuff going on, family things, family function, meeting up, kicking it with people that mean the most to you, unlike the salty extraordinaire.
Got him!
You know, it's hard out here. Hard out here to be alone and at the bottom. You gotta pick a struggle, right? At least if you at the top, you know, you can be like, man, it's lonely at the top. But bro, you at the bottom. How is it lonely at the bottom? Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Let's just go ahead and get it started, man. I'm already cooking you now. They left in the comment section, they said I should be far more scathing. That ain't really in my character. I'm the cool one. I'm Mr. Cool here. I'm cool more times than not. I don't like to lose my cool, so scathing is not really in my personality. But I will turn the heat up in the barbecue, you know what I mean? You know how we do. Let's go ahead and start this up. And before we really get into this here, this is a classic because this is actually entertaining, unlike the content he does now. So I had to go, you know, a little further back because I'm not entertained by the things that he puts out now. So, yeah.
You said tell you a bedtime story? All right, let me give you a quick one.
Oh, here we go.
Once upon a time, there was a naughty, little crispy, little black.
Like, I'm just wondering, bro. Sorry to stop the story. Do you just really sit around and think about black men all day? Is that really what you do? And I get what you say, oh, rog this, rog that, but every time you got a story, it's always talking about a black guy, a black man. You gonna send him to the zesty void with swole black dudes every time. Now, hey, bro, I know this was back in the day, but it's 2026. You know what I'm saying? you could be who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, every time is always this same routine and this same correlation with your heroes of this story or your main characters of these stories.
Adolescent child. In his neighborhood, he caused all type of ruckus and turmoil, knocking over people's mailboxes.
Okay, now this didn't go exactly where I expected it to go. I'm surprised because usually we know the direction he takes with these situations, but okay. I'll give the benefit of the doubt this time. So it's just his regular colorful dialogue that he uses. Okay. Let me let him continue.
Breaking fire extinguishers, stealing pieces of chicken out the local fried chicken spot.
Oh, is this a story about Boom Gang? No, did Boom Gang happen at that time? Is this who he's talking about? As a side note, Gabbana did get his life together, so he, you know, congratulations to him. Shout out to him for changing his life and being I don't want him to catch any strays. I was just making a joke, but I do want to be clear. He's no longer Boom Gang. He's now, I think it's John Gabbana. Let me make sure I got it right. Yep, John Gabbana. You know, he got his life together. He's a public speaker. You know, he's more on the religious side. You know, he's doing his thing as far as that. Whatever helps. Hey, I say if it make you a better person, cool. It's all good. But yeah, I just want to put that out there and just say, hey man, I'm proud you got your life together. You know, take that time out for your family, do your thing and improve and do better. Unlike LTG, this man will never do better. It's all this time still doing this.
Off the display, telling the donut shop owners that to look over there's a roach so he can grab a quick glazed donut and go.
Right, okay. And then?
Tripping old people as they walk.
Dang, he a villain.
He'd be walking, kids would be playing soccer, and would kick the ball in his area. He would say, all right, I'll throw it back. Throw it in the canal.
Man, you telling your own life story, man. Get up out of here.
Get that ass bent.
Let's go ahead and move on to our next segment, man.
I got something real for your ass in these hands.
Like, I know it's a controversial topic, but they're important because what you see out of these microtransactions is just that, you know, you pay and you get this cosmetic item. And for a lot of people, that's not worth it, and it enrages a lot of people.
But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, why though? Why are they enraged? Why do they feel some type of way? Why are they getting upset about this? That's the big question.
But when I spoke to the devs, the way he explained it was that these cosmetic items that are microtransactions are actually the only thing funding Assassin's Creed Shadows post-launch.
Okay, so this would be my question to him. Why are you producing a product that still requires funding after launch? Whatever happened to making a complete game, selling a game, and moving on? Y'all are making a conscious decision to proceed funding something that's not turning a profit. Because in his own words, and I would have told him in your own words, you're saying that you have to rely on charity of them buying skins to turn a profit. What kind of business model is that? Which means what? Then you should start over and create a new game, or make the games that people are asking you for. That way you can make more money and make it a complete game. Not one of those, oh, this is going to be a live service, sands of time. No, make what people are asking you to make. If you proceed to fail, what is that saying? You're not giving the consumer what they want, right? Am I tripping?
Everything is funded by just these cosmetic items. And if it was like mission stuff and weapons that were locked behind a paywall, I would totally understand the rage. You know what I mean? I would get that, just blocking you from actually playing the game. But since it is purely...
I'm going to tell you right now, don't give them an inch. Because they actually do block you from... some of the features on the games are blocked when it's DLC. Because I remember the last time on Tekken, when I tried to go to training mode against Hahachi, I couldn't. It didn't let me because I didn't have the character unlocked. Now, people can have whatever opinion they like to have about it, but that was when I was on it last time. They could have changed it. I doubt they did. But as far as I'm concerned, anytime you give somebody an advantage in the game because they didn't spend extra money on the game that they've already bought, I don't want to incentivize you in any way, shape, or form to make up an excuse to ruin my gaming experience because you chose to add something else onto the game. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. And because y'all want to be greedy and try to milk something and milk it till it's dry, that's on y'all. What they got to do with us? That was your choice to try to keep milking the game that was already completed. Stop doing it then. Like it's that simple. It shows it's not profitable. You keep trying to be Fortnite. You're not Fortnite. You need to understand where you at. Understand who you are. Take accountability here. When Fortnite came out and they're charging for skins and all that, that's because the game was free. If people pay money for your game, we ain't trying to hear none of that about paying no extra money. We already done paid you full price. That's the difference. So if you're not about to release it for free, like Marvel, I ain't got nothing to say about Marvel Rivals. Nothing. I don't have a word to say about Marvel Rivals because they dropped it for free. They gotta make money somehow. So that makes sense. If you don't charge somebody for the game and you decide you want to make money off skins and all that, bro, you got to get paid somewhere. You can't just not make no kind of money. And that makes sense. What y'all not going to do is have somebody pay full price and then try to make us pay more money on top of that. No, that's not going to happen. Release it for free. Release it for free and then you could charge what you want to charge at. But if you're not about to do that, then that's not how that's about to go. And I don't agree with anybody spending money on anything else after they've already paid full price for this game.
Cosmetic stuff.
What up, Siggy?
I don't have a problem with it because if you don't want it, don't.
You on tonight?
It is so simple. I've never understood this with microtransactions. I know I'm going to be called a shill. I can see it coming a mile away.
It's not really even about being a shill, man. You got to understand that ruins the experience for everybody. This 2K Madden kind of behavior, this VC behavior ruins gaming for everybody. Because this is why Assassin's Creed is attempting the same thing that 2K is doing. That's why they're trying the same thing that Fortnite is doing, because they see it somewhere else. These ain't even the same type of games. And what you got to understand is these games follow trends. Why do you think they're making everything live services? Because they've seen games like Clash of Clans or that damn 2K or all of these other live service games making money hand over fist, or Fortnite or whatever. They see it making money hand over fist, so they're like, I want to milk it too. That's not our problem because you want to milk it. Stop trying to milk it and you'll be good.
I'm not telling anybody to spend their money. Spend it however you want. Don't spend it. I don't care. I'm just saying it is coming from a place of needing to actually keep funding this game to continue providing us with free updates.
And this is what I want you to understand, bro. When I tell you this, I don't mean no disrespect. This is the problem with a lot of gamers today. It's over, okay? Like, listen, it's over. I know you may like the game, and that's cool. I'm not telling you what you should and you shouldn't like. But this kind of behavior ruins the gaming industry. Why do you think people are so afraid about Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out? Grand Theft Auto, you cool. You could love Grand Theft Auto. But unless you're a content creator, get off of Grand Theft Auto. Play it a little bit and then play something else. I'm not saying don't ever play Grand Theft Auto, but only designate an hour or two to Grand Theft Auto. Don't spend 8 hours a day playing Grand Theft Auto. Play something else. Because too often guys are sitting around here talking about there ain't no games. It's because you're not trying any games. And by the time you try these games, their studios closed down because you didn't buy them. You didn't give them a chance. You were too busy trying to play Assassin's Creed Season 97. Attack on Titan edition. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I get you like it, bro. You think there's no other assassin games out there that you can give a try to? You think there's no other sneak around games you can try? Play something else, bro. Like, these games that you play are not end all be all. Just because you spent $60 on this game, bro, don't mean you need to get a lifetime full of play out of it. The games that used to be great back in the day is because you would play them for an hour and a half and it'd be over with. If you were good enough, you beat them in an hour and a half and you move on. Boom, Streets of Rage, okay, hour and a half, beat that, let's move on. Okay, you playing Zelda, okay, it take a little bit longer. If you know what you're doing, you know, maybe about 10, 13 hours if you don't collect everything, but it's less than a full 40-hour week, and then you move on. Then you move to Duke Nukem, or then you move to Dead or Alive. Oh, you didn't beat it with every character? Okay, yeah, it took you about 3-4 hours. You moved on. Tony Hawk, okay, you beat all the stages, got the high scores. You moved on. This is the part that's ruined the gaming industry. Y'all are not moving on. You have to move on, bro. You have to move on. This is why they're even trying to do the live service, because the way y'all are playing games, and they see that it's making money, so they're seeing in their eyes like, yo, maybe we need to do it this way because we've seen what happened with Grand Theft Auto and these other games. This is where I don't blame them at. This is where I will give them the benefit of the doubt, because they're like, well, if they're making that much money like that, then maybe we should try this because we're learning from what other people are doing. But as far as me telling you what you should be doing, is you should not be doing that. Follow the examples of good games like Expedition 33 and those, and when it's done, it's done. Wrap it up.
So,
all right, so we get the gist of what he was saying, Mr. AC Johnny, in regards to the collaboration, the microtransactions that recently came to Assassin's Creed. And I will say he seems like a nice dude. I don't sense any. This isn't like one of those takes like that one dude that was like, oh, anybody who plays single player games, you're f***ing lame.
Exactly. And if a person comes on there with respect first, all respect. Again, it's not like when we say all respect, and I want to be clear because I'm speaking for him as well. I speak for anybody who reviews content. When we review content, it's not to go over there to nobody's comment section and talk crazy, you know, say no wild stuff to them, talk down to them, none of that. This is all video games. This is all online conversation. This is not real life. This is not a political debate. This is not discourse. This is one view versus another.
Like, we're going to clown people like that, or women are ruining game. We're going to clown people like that. It seems like he's genuinely curious and he doesn't understand. So, you know, I'm going to answer your questions with grace, because to be fair, I looked in the comment section and I don't think this clip went the way that he thought it was going to go. His comment section is frying him up.
And this is what I'll say about that. If this is where you was at originally and you didn't come from any other content creator's video and you saw it by yourself and you responded to it, it is what it is. Because once you post it on the internet, and as long as ain't nobody like threatening your life or nothing crazy like that or cussing you out or nothing, hey, you know, everybody ain't going to agree with you.
So since you don't understand, I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you, Johnny. The reason I think people, well, first and foremost, before I even give my 2 reasons of why I think people don't like that there's paid DLC in this, I'm going to go ahead and state first and foremost that we don't care. We don't care that this is the only way for them to make money post-launch. That's for them to figure out. I can't stress this enough, that you have to understand, when it comes to being a consumer, the only thing you need to be worried about is getting the best deal for yourself. So people are always going to want something that they think, because keep in mind, we're talking about, we used to be able to unlock this stuff for free. This would have just been in the game.
Exactly. And they could say, well, you know, now games are made different and we got to make more money. No, you're overspending on your budget. You're overspending in places that it doesn't make any sense, in places that is unnecessary. Therefore, it's cutting your profit margins. Because you're thinking, oh, I'm a milk it with a movie I'm a milk it with 100 movie sequences, and then the grass moves. Bro, don't nobody care about none of that. Ain't nobody paying no attention to none of that. And I know you listen. We talking about people who actually play the game. Yeah, that grass and stuff is cool, but how does the mechanics react? Are the mechanics good? Is the game good? Because that's what's gonna sell it. Because if it was all about graphics, Schedule 1 wouldn't have sold like it sold. Plenty of games wouldn't sell like they sell if it was only about graphics. And them games are selling like crazy. So you can't make the excuse that, oh, games don't make money anymore when so many games have already passed. What was it, Ghost of Yote recently? Already green. In the first week, they've already sold enough to go green. That fast. So you gotta ask yourself, what are you doing wrong?
Even when DLC first came out, besides like that damn horse armor, a lot of like updates were free back in the day. So people already paid $70 for the game. It's just like a mission or whatever. Like, why are you charging for this game?
I'm gonna say, not to cut them off, that if it's that expensive, just stop doing it. It's that simple. Stop doing it. If it costs you that much money to drag this game out and try to milk it, stop doing it. That's the easiest fix. You already made your money. At this point, you're just sinking money into a hole now because it's already over with. You already got your initial purchases, or people have already bought it. Why are you still trying to make more money off the product that's already sold and done? It's over with. It's like y'all got an album, right? And y'all trying to add on additional remixes that nobody asked for. It's like, look, it was already over, bro. I don't need a remix of a remix of a remix of a remix after the album is done. It was a complete project. It was fine the way that it was. You know, you got that one little secret bonus track. That's cool. After that, that's it. You're good. Leave it alone. Time for the next one.
And it doesn't add anything. Like, I get they got bills and all that stuff. We don't care. We're looking for the best deal first and foremost. Second, and I think because that's like the light one, that's like a minute detail. Second, the real reason I think that people are pissed off that there's paid DLC inside of this update is for the simple fact, two reasons. One, it's Ubisoft. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Ubisoft has had a bad track record for the last, it's been over 10 years. I think it started with 2014. With when they lied about Watch Dogs and its graphics. You remember when they announced Watch Dogs?
Man, I remember seeing that. It was like a whole nother game.
And it was supposed to be this big next gen game with these amazing visuals, and the game came out. And they downgraded the visuals. They blamed it on console parity, saying that they weren't able to fulfill their full idea because they had to downgrade the visuals so it could run on console efficiently. And then after the whole Watch Dogs drama, it's just been drama after drama after drama for Ubisoft. Whether it's just their open world, their tired open world game design, microtransactions left and right all over their games.
And then, bro, collect the area, collect the zone, collect the stone, collect the, like, bro, what is this? Like, that was their whole premise. That whole collect this, collect that is not gameplay. And even then, like, even for a kid, bro, that's nah, man. Cause at first, y'all will get away with it at first. But when you get older and you become an adult, like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and collect 350 birds, bro. That's just not about to happen. Like, I'm not about to go to every top zone, bro, and go up here and look for them and then stand it all up. I just don't care for it. Now, does that mean that some people might like busy work like that? Like I said, like I just, that's not gameplay to me. That's busy work. If I'm gonna do busy work, I might as well actually work. At least I'll get paid for it.
Way that they talk to their audience, them not listening to the audience. We've been begging for Splinter Cell. We've been begging for Rayman. We've been begging for them to return to form with Ghost Recon. They ruined Ghost Recon, by the way. They ruined that game and turned it into a live service game. So it's just been L after L after L for Ubisoft and their higher ups, their arrogance. It's built a resentment amongst the community.
Exactly. You know, and that, like you said, they're trying to make everything live service. And this is where I'm gonna tell everybody about it. Like, everybody who's hearing this, or you come across this video, stop supporting it. Stop spending your money on it. And I'm talking about on all of it. Because this is not just a Ubisoft problem. This is a problem with a lot of the industry now, where they want to, and I want to remind you that these same companies and all of them that want to milk you, they're the same ones who are quick to fire people when they're making money quarter over quarter, when they're having quote unquote record breaking earnings reports. These are the same companies firing people. So when you're pledging all this loyalty to these corporations, remember, they have no loyalty to you. But didn't PlayStation or PS5 or PlayStation whatever, didn't they say they were probably going to take their games off of computer because they didn't want it to be on there with Steam? They are not your friends. They don't like you. Like, they want your money. And it's business, I get it. But you need to consider it like business too, as a consumer. I want the best bang for my buck. Of course, being realistic and fair, but get the best bang for your buck. Don't allow them to take advantage of you. Don't allow them to have you paying 2 to 3 to 4 times for something that you already own. Don't let them drip you parts of the game that should have already been there. Of course, the Attack on Titan thing on Assassin's Creed, of course, that wasn't a part of the game. I get it. It is what it is. Yes, that is extra because that has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed. But, you know, at the same time, man, if you choose to stay on that game and keep on making the same trying to milk a game that's already done, it's your bad if you lose money on it. That ain't got nothing to do with us, and you should lose money on it because it's time to move on to another project. Let's just use YouTube for example. As a YouTuber, would y'all sit here and watch somebody making a continuation of the same video over and over and over again, or would you rather get a new video? If every creator made the same video and they let's just say they had one really good video, right? And then they just decided to just keep on tacking on to that one video instead of making a new video. They go into the editor and just keep adding on new pieces to that video. I mean, all right, man, go ahead and scroll over past 1 hour. We got the DLC part of the video now, so we added another 20 minutes. No, bro, you're not trying to watch that. Like, it's like, bro, if you don't stop and do another topic and quit, you see what I'm saying? So don't accept it with video games either. That's all I'm saying. But if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one.